All right, good evening. It's Tuesday, you know what that means. It's time for the number one sports podcast in the world. It's time for Sports4U. Live on YouTube, I'm John. That's Mark.
You're
Nick Freeze.
What it do?
And our guest, you saw him on the show on Friday. He's back here. We're going to talk some fantasy football. That's a good QB talk on Friday. Our boy Cody from the Ballers and Brief Fantasy Sports Podcast in the building. Cody, welcome back.
What's up, fellas? Appreciate y'all having me back. I like that background. It looks sick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, appreciate it. Good looking on that. So I had to make sure we had to show what we got going today. So we're live on YouTube. We're on the Sports4U YouTube. We're on the Bars and Briefs YouTube. We're on the Sports4U Twitter. We're on the Bars and Briefs Twitter. Also on the Sports4U Facebook. So make sure you subscribe to both channels at Sports4U, at Ballers and Briefs, and follow us on social media. Of course, like us on Facebook and follow both Sports4U and Ballers and Briefs on Twitter and on Instagram. Of course, you know where you can follow me at John Watson 0984. Yo, Nick, relax. Follow Mark on Instagram at Mark1 on X. And of course, follow Nick on Instagram and X and 99gorilla. You can follow Cody on Instagram at Coleman_Pride_69. So let's obviously get to the breaking news of the day. And that
Which breaking news?
Well, I'll start with the one that broke about 7 o'clock this morning, our time, which is like 9 o'clock you and Nick's time in H-Town. And that is that Davante Adams is now officially a New York Jet. He was traded this morning from Knicks Las Vegas Raiders for a conditional third-round pick. That could be a second-round pick. So the conditions on the pick is if Davante Adams makes first or second team All-Pro, or is on the roster when the Jets are in the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl, then the pick that goes to the Raiders is a second-round pick. Otherwise, it will just be a third-round pick. Other news of the day, Amari Cooper was traded to Mark's Buffalo Bills along with a sixth-round pick goes with him to Buffalo in exchange for a third rounder and a sixth rounder. What up, Sam? Let's start with the breaking news of the day. Let's start with the Davante trade. Nick, Floyd, start with you. Obviously, this was your team. This was your former number one wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of knew this was going. Was heading down the pike. That this was about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
What was your reaction?
I was like, about time. I mean, here's the thing. You know, all Raider fans know this. The one trade that hurts us is the Khalil Mack trade. That is the trade that, and as far as the history of the Raiders, a lot of people were really hurt by that trade. I was one of them. So at this point, you know, the trades that happened, especially considering he didn't want to be there. So, hey, what can you do? You know, the writing was on the wall when you really think about it when Carr got traded. That was one of the main reasons why he was there. Another reason why I hate Josh McDaniels, but that's for a different show. But the third round pick, I think that was basically a get the fuck off my roster move. It's not helping anything. You never know. You know, sometimes when situations like that happen, you know, the dark cloud, it spreads throughout the whole locker room, especially when you're losing. And the way we've been losing. So at this point, it's like, you know, we still got Jacoby Myers. All I'm seeing is that the offense is just transitioning more towards Brock Bowers. That's the way I see it. And I have no problem with that. So I think that the running game wise, we're starting to figure out what can at least move the ball some at running back. But I think people have to realize this too. I understand we got destroyed by Pittsburgh, but we were missing. We basically didn't have no outside receivers, and we were missing Zamir White. You know, Zamir White hasn't been as good as a starter, but as a rotational back, he's been very well for us. So, and just so happens the 2 turnovers happened with the guys who would have been who basically took Zamir's spot for that game. You know, Abdullah and I forgot the other dude's name is. They both fumbled. So, you know, shout out to TJ Watt. You know, he showed why he's one of the greats in the league. But I mean, we haven't been playing with them for the past few weeks, and the writing was on the wall. So we got a 3rd round pick out of it. I'm not mad at it. But, you know, I think for me, the news that was cool for me was Brady getting approved to be the minority owner. That was the big news for me. So I was cool with that. So we'll see how that goes. But as far as the Devontae Adams trade, it was gonna happen. There was, you know, I think last week with Pierce, that was a PR move. When you look back at it. So it is what it is.
That's smart. I'm with Nick. We kind of seen this happening. We just know when. And I'm gonna give Nick his credit. He's been sending jets for the past 2 weeks. Yeah. We just didn't know when and officially where it was gonna be to.
Right.
I'm in the same position that Nick was in in offseason last year with Stephon Diggs. So I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want to be here, you can get the help, team.
Enough said there. Cody, what was your reaction to the Devontae trade?
It only makes sense, man. It makes the most sense of any football move that's been made in a while. Just the simple fact of the matter is, and I'm gonna throw this to a fantasy and NFL type thing. So up until 2023, I believe, or 2022, Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers were the leading quarterback wide receiver tandem duo.
Right.
Like some insane 51 touchdowns between the two in that time, and the second closest was like 43, and that was Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill. So it's it makes sense. I mean, I was watching Pat McAfee show today, and they interviewed they do Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays, and he was on there, and all of a sudden you see Aaron Rodgers' face just has this big ass shit eating grin on his face, and all of a sudden you see Tay come out of the corner. He just comes out and he like sticks his head into the frame and is like, "What's up, guys?" And then of course it was just like, to me, it just makes total sense. Like, he needs to be there. I don't know if it's gonna move the needle like Super Bowl or bust, but it makes total sense football wise for him. I think he deserves a quarterback, man. He just does. And he came to the Raiders for Carr. Carr's gone, and it's either, I think it was Aaron Rodgers or Derek Carr or bust, right? So
Right.
it's really what it was. And
Or Josh Allen.
I guess Josh Allen. But I was thinking like I think he wanted to go have that like buddy connection with somebody, you know, like him and Aaron Rodgers are like really, really good friends off the field, just like him and Carr are. So I think it works. I think it works. So makes a lot of sense. And your GM in Vegas is kind of an asshat sometimes. Tom Telesco, if you go back and look at his record, his career, and with the Chargers, he makes some dumb ass moves, but this is about the smartest one I've seen him make in a long time. So,
Yeah, I'm kind of like, it's unanimous here. This is like the worst kept secret. Obviously, if y'all watched the receiver series, the way he pretty much let it know how he felt about Jimmy Garoppolo, that was pretty much a precursor. He was more comfortable with a rookie in Aiden O'Connell than he was with Jimmy Garoppolo, and obviously losing Derek Carr to the Saints, he probably really never got over that. And he wants to try to win. And obviously, it wasn't going to happen. He felt it wasn't going to happen with where the state of the Raiders are now, and clearly, you guys are going to be in rebuild mode, and go for it. I mean, sometimes you just got to rip the Band-Aid off and just say, you know what, just start over from scratch, because there's no purpose of fooling yourself. You know you're not going to be a contender. You're not going to be a playoff team. Just start over and see what picks you can get, how much salary cap space you got going into the offseason, and go build a team in his image. And now, obviously, Tom Telesco and Antonio Pierce will get a chance to build a team in their image, because obviously there really are not that many holdovers from the previous regime. Here come Fat with the playing fantasy GM crap, saying send Max Crosby to Chicago.
Send him to Detroit. Send him to Detroit. I want him to go to Detroit. Send him to Detroit. If I'm Detroit, I'm giving like 3 1s for that man.
No.
3 1s for Matt Crosby. Bring him to Detroit. Send him to Detroit. I'm not.
Trust the Brady effect.
Nick, do you think? Obviously, teams are definitely going to call the Raiders about Max Crosby. They'd be stupid not to.
And the Browns about Myles Garrett.
If you're a team that's pretty much you think you're like a player or two away, it's not going to work.
You got a better chance of getting Myles Garrett than getting Max Crosby right now.
Right.
You know, if anything, Max Crosby, if they do go through a trade with Max Crosby, I think it'll be in the offseason.
Yeah, I was saying that earlier. I was like, look, you're going to call, but like I said, I doubt he gets traded. Me and Troy was talking about the day at work. I doubt he gets traded.
I thought the Raiders. It depends. Yeah,
if they get the right, I'm gonna say you get the right deal. Like some people saying a first or a third.
Like what Cody said, three first. I think that
you give him 3 firsts or 2 firsts. It doesn't matter. The damn Detroit Lions are good enough. They're gonna be picking at the bottom, 27, 28. If your team had it right now, the Bills, Mark, let's just say your team has a chance to get Max Crosby for a couple first round picks. This a hit or miss thing at 27 or 28. You're not going to be drafting high anyway.
No. Oh, Cody, if I'm the Bills, I would give 2 firsts for Max Crosby. Put him right on the side of Greg Rousseau.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta. Dude's a beast. Dude's a beast. I'm selling the house for him if I'm
right.
One of these teams.
Him and Myles Garrett.
Yeah, for sure.
Both of them. I'm calling both of them, which is I think Buffalo did with receivers. They called both the Raiders and Cleveland. But we get to that in a minute.
So yeah.
But
we'll see now, because obviously now, but the Jets, Aaron Rodgers. Now you got your receiver. You got obviously the coach is gone. You got your number 1 receiver. There's no more excuses. Go win some games.
Who? The Jets?
Yeah, they're not.
The Jets.
I know. I'm not telling them to win games.
They're still not winning more than 8 games. That team is terrible.
I seen a meme that said, if you wasn't with us when we 2-4, don't be with us when we 7-10.
For real.
Wasn't that the record last year?
That'll be the record this year too.
What up, AC? AC says Devontae. There we go. There's a comment. Saying Devontae lucked out. There we go. Devontae lucked out.
I'm going to the Saints.
If Derek didn't get injured, were the Saints were a better situation than the Jets?
No, they weren't.
I'll be honest with you. No, they weren't. We seen the Saints get off to a 2-0 start, and they looked good those first 2 games. Fools go. The Jets, and I hate the Jets. Everybody who know me know I hate everything about the Jets. Literally, this is the best. This is the best place for Devontae Adams to go.
Tacos and touchdowns. What's good? What he said. What's good? Willing to trade an old senile GM Jerry Jones for a bag of M&Ms. Oh, we gonna talk about Jerry?
The peanut M&Ms might be too good for Jerry.
Don't trade him for no Skittles. I get ticked off. Shout out the bad boys.
You want to taste the rainbow?
Yo, you right?
What? Who said taste the rainbow? Who said that?
Wow, man. I don't know. So this dude over here wilding, man. I just said don't trade him for some Skittles. I just said don't trade no Skittles for Jerry
You okay,
Jones.
Mom?
It's fine, man. They messed it up. Trying to get this on. Let's go to your squad, Mark. Buffalo made a deal today. Obviously, now it seems like the trade market is going to start heating up as we're 3 weeks from the deadline. All right, trade deadline is on election day. Go figure. Your Bills make the move acquiring Amari Cooper from the Cleveland Browns. Obviously, you guys were in the Devontae Adams sweepstakes as well. So clearly, and there was reports now that Mike Williams is going to be available for the Jets are going to make Mike Williams available.
So nobody's going to trade for him after what Aaron Rodgers just did to him.
Yeah,
his ass
for sure.
A lot of Chargers fans, we talked that a lot of Chargers fans willing to bring him back to LA.
But they're not going to trade him. That's if the Jets cut him.
Well,
The Jets going to cut him.
I don't think
he's on a 1 year anyways.
Past the trade deadline.
If you ask me, I think that both these deals been in place for the past week and a half, maybe 2. I think the Bills was waiting to see if the Raiders would send Devontae Adams to Buffalo. And I think right after they sent him to the Jets, Buffalo pulled the trigger with Cleveland. I think that deal been in hand. Like they already had that deal in place just in case nothing the Devontae Adams didn't fall through.
And how do you vision Amari Cooper? Obviously,
I like Amari. Just don't bring them drops over to Buffalo.
Up, Chandler.
Well, those definitely on the way.
Keep them brick hands in Cleveland. Pause if necessary.
Nick, you can relate. You guys drafted him in 2015, and then obviously traded him to the Cowboys during the Gruden era.
And fuck Alabama.
What do you think of Amari Cooper in Buffalo?
Amari Cooper is still one of the best route runners in the league. So that I can say that. The thing about Amari Cooper is people tend to forget. I think Amari Cooper is only like 30 years old. It's like he's been in the league for forever.
I think it's like his 9th or 10th year.
Yeah.
What up, Hype?
It's like he's been in the league for like 15 years.
Exactly 11. I mean, exactly 30, and he's been So this is his 10th. No, 3, 6. Yeah, 10th season exactly. You're correct.
Yeah, it's crazy. But this is what I can say about Amari. Amari's going to work hard and everything, but those drops you're talking about, they're going to happen. And they're going to happen at the damnedest times. And it's going to piss you off because he's such, you know what it's like? It's not to this level of greatness, but Adrian Peterson and his fumbles. You're just like, dude, you're so good. Why are you fumbling?
Hands too small. Pause.
Adrian Peterson?
I mean, hands too big.
Yes, Adrian Peterson had a fumbling problem.
No, I'm saying Mark said something about his hands. Pause.
Oh man, that's him having small hands.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, that's why he got small hands. That's why he fumbles so much.
Yeah, so he had the Kenny Pickett syndrome.
Hey, relax.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Or like the little hand from Deadpool.
Nah.
A little hand from Scary Movie.
Hey man.
Hey, relax.
And I think I saw the clip the other day.
But no, Cooper's a great move for y'all because y'all need a number one, and that's what he is. He'll be great for y'all.
He's not our best receiver.
Cody, what did you make of the Amari Cooper trade?
I think no offense to Mark, but he should have went to Kansas City.
Thank God he didn't.
I mean, I'm just saying I think that he would have done better in Kansas City than what he's going to do in Buffalo because of what Mark just said. He's not the best receiver on the team. I don't think now, I think Amari Cooper he's good. He's a 1B. I think he's a 1B at this point in his career. I mean, he only has like a 45% catch rate right now.
Yep.
He's only caught 45% of all of his passes.
Yep.
So he's got 2 touchdowns through 6 weeks, right? And I'm not know this is kind of a thing I talked about George Pickens last week on our show. But I don't know if that's a Deshaun Watson problem or Amari Cooper problem. Kind of like I didn't know if George Pickens not catching shit was a George Pickens problem or a Justin Fields problem. But I feel like Amari Cooper was better with the quarterback like Joe Flacco that's going to get him the ball like Joe Flacco did. Now, Josh Allen, he ain't Stephon Diggs. He's never going to be Stephon Diggs. So you can't – Bills fans can't hold him to the same esteem that you held Stephon Diggs. He's okay. He's good. He's good, but it works. Like you needed it. You need a receiver, but obviously you beat two great corners last night with fucking Mac Hollins and Khalil Shakir and Keon Coleman finally catching the ball. So I don't really know if it was just so necessary.
No, it was. We needed a receiver. We need a receiver that can move the defense. And I think I don't know how much Amari Cooper will, but I think that Shakir being the only receiver that teams worried about was hurt the Buffalo offense.
Mm-hmm.
See where?
Oh,
yeah. But I like the move. You know, anything that'll help with our offense, I'm okay with that. Shakir is the best receiver on the team still, and I think hopefully instead of us throwing touchdown passes to throwing a touchdown in the end zone to Mac Hollins, we can throw it to Amari Cooper.
I mean, when you're throwing the ball more to Mac Hollins than you are to anybody else, you're having issues, bro.
That's the problem. That's the problem. I've been saying that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Mac Hollins is huge. Dude is huge.
And he's fast. They can run.
From a fantasy football football perspective, Cody, starting with Devontae.
Is he playing this week, by the way?
He's going to play. It sounds
he's
like
going to. He's going to. I think that he'll be fine. This offense, he knows this offense from when he was in the Packers. So
that's the thing right now.
Cool. Well, because I got him on my fantasy team, I'm just trying to see if I'm gonna throw him in or not.
Oh, I mean, if unless you have somebody that's better, and if you exactly. So at this point, it's high risk, high reward. Yeah. But I feel like Aaron Rodgers is going to force him the ball regardless. They're going to try to scheme him up, but the thing is, he's going to force him the ball, man. And the thing is what's going to. I put this out a tweet today. I said, and this was for both of these guys. Is the Devontae Adams and the Amari Cooper trade going to make your team better or worse? Because if you are depending on like a Khalil Shakir or a Dalton Kincaid, hopefully you're not. But if you are, Amari Cooper is going to cut into that, right? Into their targets. And then again, if you drafted Garrett Wilson high and you're living on that, which I hope nobody's living on that right now because he ain't done shit except for last night.
But if you by Alan Lazard.
Yes. So this is going to push him down as well. So, but if you're one of those people like me who has Devontae Adams on one of your squads, it's going to help you because you're looking to get those touchdowns that you weren't getting before. So,
wait, who was that trade today?
That's it. Just Amari Cooper and
nope,
Devontae.
Jahan Dotson.
Oh, that was weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
That was weeks ago. They were saying that basically the Eagles got fleeced for basically what y'all got with the Jets and what y'all and the Jets got.
That's my problem. I'm not happy with that third round we gave up for Amari, but hopefully Amari can come in and be better than any third round we'll do a draft.
Well, that's Christy.
That's the only way I can look at that. Because they Cleveland traded a fifth round for him, right?
When down?
Mm-hmm.
It might have been a fifth round.
It was a fifth round.
We traded I think we traded like a sixth for Jerry. I don't remember. We didn't either.
Why is the recurring theme here of teams that are wide receivers leaving Knicks, Raiders? Why is the recurring theme here? Like, it's true. What great wide receivers just don't want to play in Vegas, or in Oakland before? Like Randy Moss
Well,
basically quits on you guys.
Randy Moss never wanted to get traded, so that was already a negative from the very beginning. Antonio Brown just all right. So Devontae Adams,
ESPN, bro. That's all you got to say.
Yeah. That dude, he lost his marbles, and we did a disservice to Devontae Adams. So that's the way that happened. I beg your pardon.
I'll never get that hit.
I said he lost his marbles thanks to Vontaze Burfict.
Who the Raiders ended up signing before he couldn't play no more.
Christy, what up with it? She said, I love the
Cooper
Mark Cooper move. We'll see.
Let's go ahead and get to while we're here. Defensive ends about to leave. Fast said defensive ends about to leave y'all squad too. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I don't think Max probably getting moved. Like I said, it's going to take.
Hey, what D ends is coming out this year in the draft?
Well, my guy James Pierce James Pierce Jr.
from Tennessee.
He's highly coveted as one of the best edge rushers in the draft.
I want to put somebody on the opposite end of Greg Russo.
You talking about in the game or in real life?
I'm talking about real life, dog.
The one from the edge from Penn State, Carter.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Mm-hmm. Both Chicago coincidence. No fat. Nobody's going to Chicago.
Scorton from A&M.
Yeah.
Mikael Williams. Come on, Mark. Where you at?
Oh yeah, your boy.
Yeah.
He's gonna end up at the damn Bears, probably. Watch.
Who going to end up with the Bears?
With the Eagles.
Williams. Either it's gonna be the Bears or the Eagles, probably.
Philadelphia Bulldogs.
Yeah, right.
Philadelphia Bulldogs.
Sam said, "What linebackers are going to be in this year's draft?"
None of the Rams on draft.
Sam, one of our loyal listeners, he's still heartbroken over the Ernest Jones trade. Cody, should he be this? Should he be that upset over Ernest Jones, or is it just his emotions are getting?
Where's Ernest Jones at?
He's in Tennessee, and I rest my case because we haven't heard nothing from Ernest Jones since he.
Watch him up. Just wait till after Sunday.
Didn't he? He was on the Rams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That. I mean, obviously, Tennessee's asleep, so
we play Sunday.
And I think
y'all play them Sunday.
Yeah.
I think
y'all playing against the mayonnaise coffee guy.
Is he starting still?
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
It's either going to be him or Mason Rudolph, but it sounds like it's still going to be Will Levis.
Game over at halftime.
Versus Buffalo? You watched Buffalo play yet?
Yes, I have. I've watched Tennessee play too.
Yeah, we play to the level of our competition. So we'll be playing on the Titans level.
Okay, so game over in third quarter. All right, cool.
We don't get in there and just whoop ass like we should. Except for Miami, because fuck Dolphins and then but shark food.
He's our all-time leading tackler for linebackers.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Obviously, and look what he's done. And you haven't heard his name called once since he's been in Tennessee. What up, Marks with Mike's? My man JT says mayonnaise coffee guy is wild. It is. I mean, that's all we know him for. Is that he likes mayonnaise with coffee.
You know, he said he really don't do that. He just did that. He just set up.
Yeah.
Hold up. That can't be right. It can't be right. Sam, you're an actual Rams fan, and you don't know that James Laurinaitis is the all-time leading tackler for your team, and he was a linebacker? I'm so confused. I'm so confused.
That's why I wasn't gonna say that.
I'm so confused.
Ernest
Sorry.
Jones ain't been there long enough for that to happen.
Again, I'm never gonna get come back on this. Never gonna get to come back on this show because you guys are like you're attacking viewers now. No, I'm not.
No. You speak
It don't
facts
matter.
on here, Cody.
James Laurinaitis was sorry anyways.
If he said he broke the record.
He probably means single season.
Single season, that's one thing, but
Okay.
James Laurinaitis,
Okay.
it doesn't mean single season. What up,
maybe
James?
maybe I'm lost, but I was like, isn't
Yeah,
James Laurinaitis the actual all-time leading tackler there?
I think he meant single season.
Yeah, I'm assuming he meant single season because he said, but Sam did put our all-time leading tackle, his all-time leading tackles for linebackers.
That was crazy.
Nah.
I remember Laurinaitis. By the way, do y'all know? I'll see if Cody and Nick know this. Y'all know who James Laurinaitis' his father is?
Bill Laurinaitis.
No.
Jim Gingivitis.
No. Cody?
You want the real answer? What
Yeah,
rush? What
I
rush?
know who I'm talking to, so that's what I'm saying. Dude, I know you must know. Nick, do you know who James Laurinaitis' father is?
I feel like I've heard it before, but I do not know.
Who is it, Cody?
Road Warrior Animal.
That is correct.
Oh yeah, Animal is his dad. That's crazy.
And his uncle was John Laurinaitis, the people's champion.
Don't hey, can't say that dude's name. He's kind of persona non grata with all the stuff he's
I know. Johnny Cool, right? At an asshole. He's an asshole.
Yeah. He's attached to events. I don't think you can say that dude's name.
R.I.P. Animal though.
R.I.P. So let's see. We got Cody here. So we're gonna talk some fantasy football. We're gonna recap our game picks. We're gonna make game picks. We're talking about baseball. We're in the LCS. In the ALCS right now, the Yankees are up 4-2 on the Guardians in the bottom of the seventh. They're gonna go up 2-0. And
that's crazy.
The Mets and the Dodgers split 2 games here at Dodger Stadium on Sunday and Monday.
Better not lose to the Mets, man. Cause fuck the Mets.
Nah, you ain't gonna tell me twice.
Hey, you know what I just thought about? John, I just thought about something. I actually hope that y'all win the damn World Series. You want to know why?
What's up?
Because y'all about to end up playing back-to-back New York teams. If y'all beat New York teams, you know how mad these niggas about to be at California people?
Oh yeah, they gonna hate. This is gonna be New York.
Hate us more than they have before.
This is gonna be worse than the New York when the New York video came out.
It might be at that level. I'll get a good laugh out of it.
How many actual these fans that are like from actual Brooklyn that say they're Dodgers fans? Like, I've been a Brooklyn Dodgers fan for God knows how long. They're like 87 years old. They'd be like, I get to see a World Series in New York.
I've been a Dodger fan since they've been in my city. I'm born and raised in LA, so that's the only time I rep. I wasn't repping in Brooklyn. I have zero clue. I'm not open that door.
Open that door.
But yeah, I don't know what is it going. I don't know. I know is I didn't think it was gonna be a short series with the Dodgers and the Mets. I figured it was gonna go at least 6 games, so I wasn't shocked that we split. Jack Flaherty pitched the gem on Sunday, and the bullpen obviously didn't have the best showing in the beginning of the game. They did good to close out the game, but we didn't get any runs. We can't have a game where our 1 through 5 hitters are going 0 for 19. That's not gonna be productive.
Nick Fat said, how you feel about the 3-3 Trojans?
He'll see in a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, that must be when I play Notre Dame.
He'll see.
So that's how I'm feeling about the Dodgers. As far as with the Mets and as far as with the Yankees and the Guardians, I think the Yankees are going to win. Obviously, Aaron Judge is it? He finally went yard. Aaron Judge just hit a 2-run homer bottom of the 7th inning. His first homer of the postseason. Finally, he's been struggling all postseason. So 6-2 now.
Yankees up on the Guardians.
They're about to be up 2-0.
And then the series heads to Cleveland Thursday and Friday.
Fat said the Cleveland offense look like it's in spring training already.
And that was funny.
I want to say something else that was breaking today. I forgot to tell you guys.
Oh,
By
go
the
ahead.
way, fuck this guy Cam Akers, and I'm glad his bitch ass has gone back to Minnesota. Get out of here. We just traded him back to Minnesota. Get out of
Yeah,
here.
I saw that. Oh, yeah, we opened it. That's how we opened the show, Candace. That's how we opened the show. If you got any questions, if you got any thoughts on it, we'll read the comments.
Cam Akers went where?
He got traded back to the Vikings. He was with the Texans.
Yeah.
He got drafted by the Rams.
Oh,
the Rams traded to the Vikings, and then the Texans signed him. And obviously, as we all know, Cody is a Houston Texans fan.
Wait, isn't the running back hurt?
No, we just got Joe Mixon back, and he torched it. He torched
He
ass
came
last
back.
week against the Patriots.
Oh, I'm about to say as a running back, getting traded while a starting running back is hurt is out of control.
And then, of course, Dame Pierce is healthy, and Dario Ngwale is better than Cam Akers. So I don't know. You guys, we got attacked on our show like a couple weeks ago about Cam Akers. People calling us idiots because we told him not to start Cam Akers. And what did Cam Akers do? He didn't have he had like 9 total points. So fuck that guy. Get out of here.
No, Cam Akers is
Sam said he sucked here he sucked here in LA with my Rams all the time, but can't manifest. He was a bum. Mo says everyone tortures the Patriots. That's a fact.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. But I just fully hate Cam Akers, and I'm so glad he's not here anymore.
Right.
I
respect that.
I'm done having the conversation about it.
Where's Manny Ramirez, Albert Bell, Carlos Baerga, Joe Carter? I forgot Joe Carter played for the Indians. By the way, speaking of legendary home runs, 36 years ago today.
Kirk Gibson?
Yes.
My guy.
36 years ago today. Kansas says she doubts that Devontae Adams will be a huge success for Aaron Rodgers.
I got in my fantasy league. I think he go crazy in fantasy league. I don't think it's gonna produce to a lot of wins though.
No, it won't. And none of their contracts are guaranteed. Well, Devontae's ain't guaranteed past this year. So all they got is what they got this year. So they better make the best of it. Sam said, I remember fools were saying Akers was the heir apparent to Gurley. Yeah, that's disrespect.
Watch your mouth. Don't put them two running back in the same category together in life.
That's disrespect.
Cooper's only making $800K.
Yeah, he restructured his contract also. I don't see Super Bowl. They're not making the playoffs, Candace.
Cool.
They're not making the playoffs. You're being really generous. They're not making the playoffs.
The Rams?
I don't think the Jets can make the playoffs.
No.
Yeah, guys looking for Joe Carter right now because obviously now the
NFL?
Yeah. What?
No.
All right. But the Rammers, no dice. No who?
I don't know what Mo talking about.
Mo Wiley.
Mo meant to text that to Larry.
Hey, yo. I'm being generous, trying not to be blunt. No, you can't, because you know how this program goes. You know how this program goes. We're not going
to. Everybody froze.
Okay. Let's see.
I think they could end up being a 9-win team.
You think the Jets can be a 9-win team?
And I'm going to tell you this is the reason why. Okay. Looking at the schedule right now, I think they could beat the Steelers next week. They're going to beat the Patriots. They're not going to beat us. Everybody said they were. But they can beat they're not going to beat the Cardinals. They can beat the Colts. They're going to beat the Dolphins at least once. They're going to beat the Jaguars. I think they end up screwing you guys out of it on the last game that you guys play them, and they could beat the Dolphins twice, especially if Tua is not totally there. That's 9 wins. I'm just saying that I think it's because you guys get screwed. They're 9 wins. They at least win. I think they at least win 8, maybe. I don't think they're a 7-win team. I think they beat up on the rest of the AFC South.
Invaded by the damn fly.
I need to see how the season goes. Jets don't beat us in Buffalo normally. The games are normally closer games, or they usually beat us in East Rutherford. But we'll see. I'm waiting to see how that. I don't think Aaron Rodgers make it through the year.
Well,
It's a good take.
I think this is it. I think really this is it for him.
I think he on one leg right now. You see where he was limping last night?
Well, he's got a low ankle sprain, and all of a sudden Devontae Adams' hamstring is miraculously healed.
Ain't no all of a sudden he wasn't hurt, man. What
He
you gotta
wasn't
understand,
hurt.
what you gotta understand, and what I've learned is that they lie a lot about NFL injuries.
Of course,
he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't. Candace said he looks old and tired.
well, he's definitely old. I don't know. As long as the Jets do what we want, he'll come up.
Hey, Cody, you might be right, but I just don't like the Jets. So,
I mean, I get it. I mean, but they're only right now as it stands, they're 10th, right? They only got to move up 3 spots. And the teams that are in those 3 spots that are above them that are not the Kansas City. So the top 5 or top 4, I think, stay there, right? Kansas City,
Right.
us, Baltimore, and you guys win the division. But then you got Pittsburgh, the Chargers, the Colts, John's Broncos, and the Dolphins that are all ahead of them. Those
You're
teams
right.
will fluctuate.
you're right.
And
You're
so
right.
I just feel like the damn Jets will find some way to squeak in, maybe as a wild card team. I don't think they're getting past the wild card round, but it's just the NFL. We've seen weirder shit happen. And here's to that. So
I can see that. I think you're right with that.
All right. Real quick before we get to the fantasy stuff.
sorry about taking
good.
over.
No, you're good.
No, you're good.
No, you're good.
WNBA Finals is not up in one game apiece. Obviously, the Liberty came back and won game 2. They play game 3 tomorrow. When it's all said and done, as Nick's rejoining us now, how's this series end, Mark? You think this Liberty or the Lynx? Pause.
I'm going with Stewie only because Stewie, the best player in the league who gets no kind of notoriety. We know Asia Wilson is the best player in the league, but Stewie gets no love. So that's what we're going with.
By the way, those y'all who were sending her and her wife those death threats, relax.
Who, Asia?
No, Brianna Stewart. Them sending Stewie and wife.
Mark, relax, fam.
Oh, yeah, Mark just wild, man.
My bad.
Yo, Mo, you gotta chill. We're not having those conversations in the show. Yeah, we're not having those conversations in the show. Nick, what you think? Lynx or the Liberty?
I got Stewie and Sabrina. Sabrina been balling too.
Shout out to Sabrina.
Cody, do you watch WNBA or not?
I was about to ask you guys, who's the best player in the WNBA? What's your
Asia
thoughts?
Wilson.
Because I haven't caught up. I haven't caught up with you guys on this conversation. I watch it specifically for fantasy purposes. Don't watch it because of the sport. But it's the same way. I'm the same way with basketball too. Like the NBA, I only watch it for fantasy purpose, not because my time with the NBA left when Kevin Garnett retired. So, but yeah. So Asia Wilson is that. I think in this game, I like Sabrina. Sabrina's a baller, dude. Like, dude, she's got a sweet shot, and I can usually count like in that I'm gonna get quite a few threes out of her. So
Wow.
I like that. I like the link. I mean, I like the Liberty here, New York. Bring a team back to Houston though.
Facts.
Hey, for real.
Shout out to the comments.
Yeah, for real though. By the way, I saw that the WNBA is talking expansion in 2027. Meaning we already know that Vegas, Seattle.
Wait,
Relax, Mark.
Slip and slide, take it to the house. Yo, Mo, Mo is
wilding, man.
Boom. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah, that's Cody bumping that. Just find out Cody the only one was bumping that Trick Daddy, bumping that Trick Daddy and Trina.
You don't know that?
You don't know. I remember when that song first came out, dude. You know, man. All right, let's get to some fantasy talk. All right, Cody. So we have the Sports4U Fantasy Football League. Myself, Nick, Mark, and
I stopped playing.
A few of our listeners. You heard what Mark was going through on Friday with Christian McCaffrey and Devontae Adams. I want to start with me, and then let Nick have his talk. And then if you got any questions about fantasy, whether who to start this week, if you got some daily fantasy questions, how to build a perfect daily fantasy lineup, Cody's going to take the questions here. I kind of have a abundance of riches at quarterback. I got CJ Stroud.
You're one of those guys.
Yeah, don't want to trade none of them either.
I got CJ Stroud and I got Jaden Daniels.
Okay.
And
greedy.
Not more than two then. Okay.
So my question is with me, and obviously I've been approached by people like Nick about deals because eventually I'm gonna have to make a decision because both of these dudes are just too good. And
Lord.
Too good balls. That on the bench. Y'all both. Yo, Nick, you gotta chill in the comments.
Nick, you good, man?
That was crazy. My fault. Go ahead, John.
Should I consider trading one of them and just get a lesser level quarterback? And if I was considering trading one, who would you recommend I trade, Jaden or CJ?
You should keep Jaden Daniels. CJ Stroud is a great quarterback on the field. He's not the greatest fantasy producer. He's not winning you a championship. You're winning a championship off the legs of Jaden Daniels. You're winning. Right now, you're like me. You have him, and he's as a week 14 bye. So if you can find somebody, how many is in your league? How many guys are you in? It's 12 man.
Yeah.
Okay.
11 men and 1 woman.
2 women.
Who was in
it? Dre and Christy.
Oh, Dre and Christy. My bad. Oh, my bad. HR.
Oh man.
12 team. My bad. Everybody is a man at this point. You are a woman or a man. Like it's a man.
That's what Diddy said.
You know something? Whoa! We're not having that conversation again because that went left field on Saturday. That was crazy.
Sorry. So like human. There
we go.
There you go. So,
individuals.
But so let's. I think you keep Jaden Daniels. In a 12-man league, I think you could easily keep CJ too. Week 14 for the Texans should be. I believe we play. I can tell you exactly who, and that will tell me what I think you should do. Week 14.
Who you been playing? Who you been starting?
I've been starting CJ, but I'm starting Jaden.
You should have never made that prop. You should have never done that.
Nigga, you haven't been starting Jaden Daniels over the past few weeks,
and I've been number one still. It's crazy, right? Because him and CJ scoring wise have been, with the exception of a couple of games, have been even. But I've been
so you might actually be screwed because they actually are bye weeks, both of them. I forgot we have a bye week in week 14 as well. So
that's why I'm trying to figure out what to do.
So they both buy by 14.
So I would try to trade CJ if you can. I mean, at this point, a week 14 quarterback that you probably could pick up you could probably pick up a damn Justin Herbert off the waiver wire to get by because they're going to have to play. You're going to have to play hard to get past the Chiefs. Geno's playing the Cardinals that week.
Players available. Let's see what quarterbacks we have available, John. So the best quarterbacks available we have in our league is Trevor Lawrence, Daniel Jones, Andy Dalton, Drake May, Tyler Huntley, Russell Wilson.
Right now, I mean, I did have. I mean, I'll give you some waiver wire pickups I had. I put in my column. I do have Drake May and Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence he sucks, but he's serviceable right now. He's a fill-in for bye weeks. They do play the Titans that week. If you could do with that with you what you will, but and then the Patriots that week play. They're actually on a bye, so the bye weeks are your Broncos, the Colts, Patriots, Commanders, Ravens, and Texans. So
I will definitely keep that in mind.
and I mean, Sam Darnold. I'm gonna run Sam Darnold that week. Just for what he's been doing, he's serviceable. I'm 5-1 right now, so took my first loss this week over MHJ getting concussed. So what can you do when he puts up a 0 on the board?
I see.
That sucks.
Well, we heard what Mark had. Mark gave his questions on Friday, but we'll start with Nick because you had a question pre-show about
Damn it, John.
Sorry, man. Pre-show.
Well, I don't know who I should start as far as defense this week. Should I start the Vikings or the Eagles defense?
Eagles play the Giants.
Yeah, that's a reason why. But I'm like, the Vikings their defense, except for one game, has given me double-digit points.
Their rush defense is what's winning games for them right now. Like, they're not letting people run the ball on them.
Mm-hmm.
Game total is 49.5 points. And so you guys tune into our shows and we kind of, especially on Saturdays, that's what we talk about the most. The games that are high scoring, they're going to put up the most points, right? That's Vegas sees it that way. It's pretty much going to be that way. I would say 2/3 of the time, except for obviously this last week. I could have never thought that the damn Texans and Patriots game was getting as high as it was. I thought we would just kind of get out in front and just let it go, and the Patriots weren't going to score. But obviously the NFL wanted to see scoring, so they got scoring. I think the Eagles and the Giants is probably some boring shit. I think that you're probably good. I think you're good with either one. I don't imagine you're going to get double digits from either one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So my best thing to you is what your team has played, who you're playing. If one of those teams has somebody that you're going against, so let's just say you have the Eagles and the team you're playing has Malik Neighbors or Tyrone Tracy, don't play them. And then vice versa. If the Vikings, if they have Monty or Gibbs or Amon-Ra or Laporta or Jared Goff, whatever, you're better off to go against a quarterback because you can get interceptions off a quarterback. But it sucks when you're having to go against players in the roster. You know what I'm saying? Because that hurts you. They score a touchdown, that knocks you down points. And gives them points, so they're double banging you. So that's what I would look at. Who you're playing, and see what their roster looks like, and make the decision based off of that. But I don't think that you could go wrong with really either one.
Okay, cool. So I'm thinking about starting the Eagles defense.
Hey Cody, I got a question for you. Xavier Worthy. Or Jackson Smith Enigma. That's what I said.
I'm a big JSN believer. I've been a big JSN believer a lot this season. Was that way last season as well. The targets are what do it for me, right? Because this dude Gino is looking for him every week. So like he's the only week he's had under 5 targets, actually under 7 targets, was week 1 against Denver and week 3 against Miami. Other weeks he's had 16 targets, 12 targets, 7 and 9. And he's only had 1 touchdown. So you're not really looking at that. If you guys are playing PPR, of course, I hope so. You're looking for targets, right? Because those are points, and opportunities to get yardage. I like JSN. I just really don't. I feel like Xavier Worthy is just kind of boom or bust, especially now that I feel like that they have kind of married themselves to Juju Smith-Schuster, and that's who they're having to kind of settle with, if you will. His targets are just not there. Like, I mean, he had 6 last week, week, and that's the most he's had all season, which they could go up.
You know what? I started him the first week, and I think he had a rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
So
he had a rushing and a passing.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why he says it's either, and they play against San Francisco. So I think I might go with JSN.
And the game total for the Seattle and the Atlanta game lends better to a higher scoring ball game. It's like 51 points or something like that. So they're going to have to score with the Drake Mays and the Darnell Moonies and the Bijans of the world, when I feel like this Kansas City and San Francisco game, even though it's a 47-point total, it could be slower and more defensive, because this is what we've seen in the Super Bowls with these two teams. So,
but fuck Kirk Cousins. He fucked me up last week.
You also talk, y'all do a lot of daily about a DFS. So those who know, that's daily fantasy. What is daily fantasy more like on the gambling side? Like, we play like, prize picks and stuff like that. How would you recommend? Like, if we want to play daily fan, what is the difference with daily fantasy and like regular fantasy football?
Okay, so the big difference obviously is 1 week, 1 game versus season long. Obviously, what you're playing on, like your ESPN or your Sleeper or whatever app that you guys are using, Yahoo, NFL, whatever fantasy league league app you're using, that's basically the year long. You're set from week 1 to week 18 or 17, depending on when you put your championship, right? DFS, we play 1 week at a time, and there's different slates. So it's kind of more along the lines of betting and gambling, but it's not gambling. So essentially it's a skill-based game, right? So it's technically it's not gambling. So you're not, the odds aren't technically stacked against you. So it bases down to, the scoring is obviously the same PPR type scoring, and in DraftKings, FanDuel, it's half PPR, more similar to what you get at Yahoo. But it's really game specific or slate specific. What we call the slate, obviously the morning games for you guys, or the 12 o'clock window for me and Nick, or the 1 o'clock window for everybody on the East Coast, or your afternoon, or sometimes your showdowns at like the nighttime Sunday night game, primetime games. So it's more game specific and week specific. So, and obviously you're putting $100. You could put, like, just say you put $100 in, right? And you can put different types of lineup. So there's a quarter lineup, or 10-cent lineup, or a $50 lineup, or a $100 lineup. I mean, like what we talk about tomorrow in our tomorrow show, the Millie Maker. We talk about the Millie Maker every week. So somebody that wins $1 million off of a $15 or $20 entry, right? It's 150 max entry. So you could put 150 lineups in at $20 a pop. But most time people are not trying to do that, right? They're just put 2 or 3 lineups in, maybe 1 lineup like we do, to try to win $1 million. So it's winning money. It's winning money in the short term versus whatever you do with your league fantasy in the long term, right? Because some people just do it for fun.
Okay, so that's interesting. So you basically doing like a quarterback. So what's a daily, like a regular team, like a quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a flex, also all that?
Depending on, like I said, depending on the contest that you're in, some contests, like obviously game specific ones, like for instance last night, right? Like you run what's called a showdown. So the Monday night showdown, which that has a captain, which is you get 1.5 times their points, and then you have 5 flex spots. Okay. But on a regular Sunday, your regular Sunday ones are built on let let me put it to where I can better explain it. So hang on. Let me see. Contests. History. Let's see.
Okay. I think they gone.
So a regular Sunday slate type game is a quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, a tight end, a flex, and a defense. That's in DraftKings. Okay. FanDuel is a little bit, theirs is a little bit nuanced. Some of them add kickers to the pool, some of them don't, but it's usually kind of the same. But it really depends on which app you're playing on. Now, the one that we talk about the most on our show is DraftKings because we just like the PPR scoring format. And the interface is a little bit easier to use than FanDuel. But there's other ones out there that have their own version of fantasy sports, like Yahoo, and Sleeper has some too as well. And then kind of what you guys just said, Prize Picks is technically considered daily fantasy, even though you're just basically picking an over and under like you would when you're putting some betting slip. DraftKings also has its own version of that here in Texas called DraftKings Pick 6. And then we have a partnership with another fantasy platform called Fantasy Sports Evo. So you pick the full team instead of actual players. So there's a lot of moving parts. A lot of people have kind of shifted their interest in states that gambling is allowed to more gambling than daily fantasy. But for the ones of us that are stuck playing it in regular fantasy and then DFS in states that gambling is not legal in, it's a big one for us. So
is it legal in Texas? I don't remember.
Yeah, no, gambling is not legal here. No. We can do all kinds of fantasy sports though, which a lot these weird states that have gambling legal in them. Some of the freaking their versions of daily fantasy are whack, like really weird. Like they have little nuances to the rules. So it is weird. But yeah, it's illegal here.
Yeah, gambling is illegal out here, but certain apps still allow you to use them out here. So it's weird.
Yeah.
Our girl Chrissy said, "Is Detroit's defense good for fantasy?" I would say so. You agree with that, Cody?
They're okay. Yeah. Obviously they have a really good pass defense there. They tend to, I mean, if you drafted them, now I say that with the fact of they had Aiden Hutchinson. And if you guys didn't see what happened to his leg on Sunday, go back and watch that. That's why I was saying if I was Detroit, I need to give up 3 first-round picks or whatever I can do to get Max Crosby, because I feel like that hurts them a lot. Because when you have the NFL sack leader on your team, your defense does look really good, but now you don't. So keep that in mind. And this week is a divisional game, so it could play really weird. Those games get really, really stupid.
Yeah, I hate divisional games.
So since we go in there to the game, let's go ahead and recap last week's games, and we'll get ready to pick this week's games. If anybody else have any more questions for Cody, we'll read it through the segment. But let's look to see how we did in the picks for week 6. We'll start on Thursday night. Niners defeated the Seahawks 36-24.
John, you pick the Seahawks. You picked the 49ers. Fat picked the 49ers. And Noodle picked the 49ers.
All right. Let's go over to the Sunday game. Starting in London, Fat and Christie's Bears beat the Jaguars 35-16.
We all picked the Bears.
Be right back, fellas.
Go ahead. All right. And then next game was the Texans defeat the Patriots 41-21.
The Texans said what?
Texans defeat the Patriots 41-21.
We all picked the Texans. I'm glad nobody picked the Patriots because I don't have to lie.
All right, the battle of the DMV.
Look, the Bears fans arguing with each other. Go ahead.
Ain't no shout out, Chris. You wanted Justin Fields, remember? Oh wow. Here we go. All right. The battle of the DMV, the Ravens won 30-23.
Nick, the only person that picked the Commandos. So not mad at that.
All right. Next game.
I'm on break.
Yeah, Nick, relax in the comments. Telling Christy and Fatty to bear down. That's crazy. The Eagles defeated the Browns 20-16.
The Eagles defeated. Everybody picked the Eagles. If y'all would have picked the Browns. Oh, well, everybody going crazy right now. 49ers, Bears, Texans, Ravens. Okay.
All right, next game. The Packers defeated the Cardinals 34-13.
John, bear down.
What? What?
Oh Lord.
Anyway, what's the next game, John? Nope.
Packers defeated the Cardinals 34-13.
Nick, you picked the Cards. Fat picked the Cards. Sam picked the Packers. All right.
All right, next game we had
Colts and Titans.
Bucks. Buccaneers destroyed the Saints and Spencer Rattler. 51-27.
Everybody picked Tampa Bay. Next game.
The next game is the Colts. They defeat the Titans 20-17.
Nick was high when he picked this game.
What'd I do?
You picked mayonnaise?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Oh no, let me get this one out of here. Noodle picked the Titans too. Oh, Fat picked the Titans too. What the hell y'all doing?
Hey, you need to relax, man.
Next game, my Broncos lost to the Chargers 23-16.
Yeah, who?
The Chargers beat my Broncos 23-16.
Everybody picked the Broncos except for Noodle. See? Johnny know how I feel?
Yeah. No, Nick, shut up, dog. You need to chill.
What? John Beard went down the T formation? All right, that's crazy. Go ahead.
Nick's Raiders get destroyed by the Steelers 32-13.
You picked the Steelers. I picked the Steelers. Everybody picked the Steelers. Nobody picked the Raiders for me.
The Falcons defeated the Panthers. Oh my bad. The Cowboys get destroyed by the Lions 47-9 in the game where unfortunately Aiden Hutchinson broke his tibia and his fibula.
The only person who picked the Cowboys was stupid ass Ethan.
And then the Falcons defeated the Panthers 38-20.
Everybody picked. John, you going crazy right now. Everybody picked the Falcons, so we just.
And then the Sunday nighter, the Bengals defeated the Giants 17-7.
All right, John. You picked the Bengals. Nick picked the Bengals. I picked the Bengals. Tay picked the Giants. It's crazy.
Someone really bad put their money on Daniel Jones, huh?
Well, the Bengals as a team haven't been playing well. Noodle picked the Giants too.
And then in the final game, the New York Bills defeated the Jets 23-20 on Monday Night Football.
Everybody said, "When you fuck the Jets." John, you won. You had 13. I had 12. Sam. Oh no, I'm lying. No, Sam won. He had 13, and Tig had 12, and then Noodle had 12.
All right, so let's go ahead and get ready for these picks. All right, Fat said he's in.
Of course, hold on, John.
It's good.
Mark, Cody. Cody, okay. So Fat say he playing?
Yeah, Fat's playing.
Christy. What up, Christy?
What up? What up, Slave?
Nah, you relax. Y'all already had your moment. Y'all relax.
By the way, top of the ninth and the
Bazooka? Crazy.
The Yankees are 3 outs away from going up 2-0.
All right, so right now,
Nick, chill the F out, dog.
What?
Can you feel her?
All right, let's do it. Y'all both wild. All right, Cody, check this out. With the pick segment, we do the Patino game.
I don't.
So basically, when you make your pick,
That's hate.
You pick a player who used to play for that team.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Let's start with Thursday night. My Broncos go to New Orleans for Sean Payton's homecoming against the Saints. You already know who I'm picking. We're -2.5, by the way. So Saw him at the game the other day. Give me my man Rolling Champ Haley.
Give me Aaron Brooks.
Hey, I see the haters real. Christy said Reggie Bush. Pat said Joe Horn.
So Saints. Everybody got the Saints.
Oh, wait.
Cody, who you got?
Scott Fujita.
Oh, come on, man.
Saints, okay.
It's only because it's in New Orleans, and I feel like he's gonna spoil Sean Payton's homecoming.
I can see that. By
All right. No. And Nick said who? Oh, he said the Saints.
No, I didn't. I got the Broncos. Give me the Demarius Thomas. R.I.P.
Holy shit.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, 88.
Holy.
There's too many people not playing for New Orleans, and they got Spencer Rattler playing. I'm cool.
All right, let's go to Sunday. We're going to London. Ugh. My apologies to our fans in the UK.
This is a bad game.
But this is not a way to ingratiate for the NFL to try to gain fans in London. It's Patriots versus the Jaguars.
Dude, this I full frontal. I spent a lot of time in England recently with my wife's family. They're weird Patriots fans over there, dude. Weird Jags fans too. So
wow,
that's crazy.
Yeah, give me Sonny Michelle.
This nigga right here.
You going Patriots? Give me Keenan McCardell. I'm going Jags.
Mm-hmm.
Chris said the Patriots.
Mark Brunell, Jags.
Mark Brunell.
Cody and Nick.
Let me get Marquise Lee.
Marquise Lee. So Jaguars. So I'm in the
Oh,
airport.
this is what we doing?
let's do.
Oh,
okay. Let's do who we talked about on Friday. Justin Blackman.
Oh,
wow.
Man.
Who's next game?
All right, said Justin Blackman. All right, next game. Let's go to the 10 o'clock games. We got the Mark your Bills in the Mark Cooper's debut versus the Titans.
Let James cook. You heard?
Okay. Peerless Price. Well, we can play this game too, dog. You want to go Georgia? I go Tennessee. Peerless Price, dog. Let's go.
Hey, Cody, I'm only picking Georgia players.
All right, man.
Okay. Okay.
O.J. Simpson.
Nick.
What's wrong with you?
What?
He picked the juice. He picked the juice. Christy said the Bills. And my mama said hi, Christy. Is it going? Home run. Jose Ramirez.
Nick, who you got? Oh, you see OJ.
OJ.
Cody.
Yo, Nick, you gotta chill.
John.
Bruce Smith.
Yo, if I say Gin Kelly,
that's hate.
Was he on Gin and Juice?
That's hate, Fat.
I was gonna say Jim choked Kelly, but what my dad used to call him.
Oh!
Hey,
But I'm only doing that. I'm only not saying that because this is y'all's show.
We're
You're good, Cody. We're not wild.
Hey, we're not doing that because you got throat cancer. Relax.
Okay. Shout out to Aaron Kelly.
Wait, what happened?
Nothing. Relax.
No, I didn't hear what you said, dog.
All right, next game, Packers and the Texans. Oh, Reggie White.
Oh, you going with the
That's full hate. That's full hate right there because of what I said.
Oh, man. That's what we doing.
That's how you treat our guests?
Oh, my bad.
It's okay.
Crazy.
It's okay. It's okay. I have a bet with another
give me
podcast.
Give me Kamari Lassiter, yeah.
Man, look, I said champ when we played the
Is Reggie White Tennessee best player of all time besides Peyton?
He was better than Peyton at Tennessee. Relax.
Who?
Reggie White.
Yeah, he was.
Reggie White.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I need to relax. My fault, Mark.
I did your side. I said champ. I could have easily went Peyton and said when I said the Broncos.
Oh,
I could have said John Henderson with the Jaguars. But
well, I'm gonna let Cody still pick, but I'm gonna just write the Texans down for him.
Yeah, we already know you're picking Texas.
I'm gonna let me pick. Do you want me to pick should I actually pick somebody? I'll just pick.
Yeah.
I'll take Whitney Merciless.
Okay.
Oh,
Actually, no, I'm gonna scratch that. My favorite other player of all time, not that no one ever talks about, is Brian Cushing.
I was gonna say Brian Cushing.
Okay,
I know
sorry,
Nick-
sorry,
You good?
sorry, Nick.
Brian
Nick.
Cushing was a beast.
It's the only jersey I
Nick
have.
Brian Cushing.
It's the only jersey I have is a Brian Cushing jersey. So
All right, next game we got the Eagles and the Giants. And give me Derek Barnett.
Give me Jalen Carter, you heard?
Nick can name a few on both for both teams. To be honest,
Who, me?
Cody,
Yeah.
Doing a Georgia name and not for
y'all can name the whole dang roster. Your whole dang roster is Georgia right now.
I mean, I
Why
thought
you
we were
say
going.
Kobe
I'm going.
Dean in
I thought
this?
we were going former players. We're going
Oh, no,
former players.
We are going former players. So Mark's being a hater.
I'm
I'm not being a
going
hater.
deep in the bag, trying to go deep in the bag here. So
2 outs.
I got Matt Barkley.
ooh, that's a good one.
See, I thought you were gonna say Nelson Aguilar.
He went. He pulled it. I mean, he put a USC Trojan, so that's a good one. It's good for him. I mean, the easy one that would be for Georgia that played there is DeAndre Swift, but I'm gonna go Ricky Waters.
Hey.
Yeah, facts.
For who? For what?
Ricky Waters for the Eagles. That one. That version of Ricky Waters.
I know. I'm just talking shit because they said I should be right now in the Hall of Fame because he said for who, for what?
Yeah, some people mad Ricky Waters not in the Hall of
He
Fame.
should be. He had 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving the same year.
So did Roger Craig. He's not in the Hall of Fame either.
Oh, come on.
All right, next game: Lions Vikings.
Fuck out here, Roger Craig.
That's what meant had 1,000 yards rushing. 1,000 yards
Tig,
receiving.
Tig in the house. Lions Vikings.
Give me Matt Stafford.
Who's playing again?
Lions Vikings.
Okay. First game without Aiden Hutchinson.
Let me get Everson Griffin.
Vikings. Okay.
The former USA Trojan.
Yeah, I know what he's doing.
Well, I may know better. Cordero Patterson.
You are doing this, really?
This is hate.
All right, man. Cordero Patterson. Huh?
That's a Herman Moore.
Yeah. Chrissy said the Lions. There's a ground up, and that will do it.
He said Lions.
The New York Yankees are up 2-0 on the Cleveland Guardians.
Cody, who you got?
I'm gonna be a Houston homer. I'm gonna say Andre Ware.
Oh, Heisman Trophy winner.
Oh, Lions.
For Detroit.
And you said who, John?
I said Cordero Patterson, Vikings.
That's right.
Yankees are 15-4 all time when they're leading the series 2-0. That don't look
I was
good,
even-
Pat.
I was even gonna go Charles Rogers, but
Charles Rogers, I ain't heard that name in God knows when.
Tig said he can send you his picture of picks.
He's gonna send his picks of the games.
That's what I'm saying. Send his picks.
No, he's gonna send the picks of the games.
All right, John.
Let's be technical now.
All right, my
Let's be technical now. All right, next
You'll send
game.
you pictures of the game.
Yo,
Cool.
chill, relax. Hey, yo, you gotta relax, man. All right, Seahawks and the Falcons.
Give me Lorenzo Carter.
Seahawks, Falcons. Ooh, boy.
Falcons, yeah. And they
Wait a minute. Peerless play for the Falcons too, right? Give me Peerless again, dog.
repeat offenders. Huh?
Hey, what you trying to say, man? I'm a jail felony now?
You would say J.O. felony.
Yo,
Chrissy says Seahawks. All right.
yo, Tig, you wild. All
This
right.
nigga said,
That's that Ward done.
Oh,
Falcons.
Cody, who you got?
Bill Goldberg.
Goldberg. Back to Falcons.
Dun, 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 dun,
Is
dun,
this the
dun.
Falcons and who again?
Seahawks.
Yeah, Seattle.
It's in Atlanta.
That's tough.
Falcons -3, by the way.
51.5 over under too.
That's crazy. Damn, who am I gonna pick for this game? I got Jordan Cameron.
Jordan Cameron, so he picked Seattle.
Jordan Cameron played for both teams, I think.
He did? He played for the Falcons? I remember he was with Seattle.
Yeah, he played for the Falcons too. But I'm picking Seattle though.
Seattle, all right.
Former USC tight end Jordan Cameron.
Go ahead.
All right. Battle of the Buckeye State. Bengals and the Browns. Bengals and the Browns.
Hey,
Cleveland versus Cincinnati.
let me get Keith Rivers, Ray Maluga.
We're going with the Bengals.
Them some names I'm pretty sure y'all ain't heard in a long time.
Give me AJ Green.
Damn, I can't think of nobody from Tennessee today.
Hey, Mark.
What?
There's no way in hell you would have told me before that draft that Clay Matthews and Brian Cushing would have a better career than Ray Maluga. There was no way you could have convinced me
I know.
that they had a better career than him.
Bengals and the Browns, Christy. Yeah, I was the same way, but then he fell second round because they didn't set because of off the field stuff. But he had a solid career though. He just didn't have the career I think we all thought he was gonna have.
Ray Maluga was nice.
He had a solid career though with the Bengals.
I thought that Ray Maluga would have the career that Brian Cushing had.
Right.
Shout out to Brian Cushing though.
Okay. Well, I can't think of nobody. I can't even know why Tennessee. What? I can't think of nobody. Wait a minute.
That's at Bengals.
Boomer Esiason.
Fuck out of here.
Who you got, Cody?
I'm gonna pull another Georgia one. Geno Atkins.
Hey.
Damn, Geno Atkins. That's a name I heard in a long time.
Someone said his name a couple weeks ago in the picks. I can't remember.
Me.
Oh, you would. Next game, final game of the 10 o'clock window is Dolphins and the Colts.
Give me Danielle Ellerby. And I hate that I'm picking this team.
Well, I can go easy. Peyton.
Oh, Colts.
Let me get Winston Justice.
Wow.
Oh, Colts. I mean, Colts.
I say Eric Dickerson.
Colts. I'm not picking Dolphins.
Yeah. Well,
You don't know shit if you don't know Sean Moreno.
hey man, I know no. Hey, you ain't gotta tell me, dog.
Dolphins, huh? Let's go.
I lived it. We dropped first round.
Christy picked.
Christy.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No.
Christy, Dolphins or the Colts? All right. Next game. Oh, let's put Commanders for everybody on this one. But he stole a lot of money from them. Albert Hainsworth.
That's hate.
We went to Tennessee.
They're bringing this is this is for the that Dolphins game, right?
Yeah, Dolphins, Colts, and then the next game is Panthers, Commanders.
Okay. I'm looking at the list. So
Nick, you picked the Colts? Oh yeah, Colts.
They said Winston Justice.
Next game is who?
Panthers and the Commandos.
Oh, give me Champ Bailey, duh.
Yeah, we're all started. Man. Hey, man. We're all started.
No, it started in Athens.
I'm talking about NFL wise, dog.
No,
We're not doing this right now,
my bad.
man. Hey, man. I know where Champ Bailey was picked. He was picked in the dang top 10. Dog.
It started.
Dexter Manley.
It started between the hedges. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he became a Hall of Famer with the Broncos. That's right.
Don't hate, Nick. I see you over there shaking your head. That's hate.
What?
Don't hate.
Oh no, you know I ain't support nobody with that blue and orange on. That ain't gonna work.
Oh, me neither. I was talking about the when he was playing for Washington.
Oh yeah, he was all right. Let me get let me get Fred Davis.
Fred Davis, yeah. I mean, Fred Davis.
Washington.
All right.
You said who, John? Who'd you say?
Oh, I said Albert Hainsworth.
Albert Hainsworth.
So
Fuck that nigga.
my dude stole money.
Cody, who you got?
Chris Clemens.
I don't know who stole my money between Albert Hayworth and Mario Williams.
No, Albert Hainsworth stole 100 million. Was the first dude to steal 100 million.
Was that hate?
I'm just saying, when he got that deal from Washington after he left the Titans, that was the first $100 million contract I think for a defensive tackle.
Yeah, that is hate, Nick. I know what you're doing.
My fault, dog.
All right, next game, Knicks Raiders versus the Rams at SoFi.
Give me Leonard Floyd.
Oh Lord.
You're talking about Georgia, right?
Leonard Little.
Cody, who you got?
I'm gonna hop off the Georgia train. Let me think here. Come back to me for a second. Let me think.
All right.
Trying to deep out the bag here.
All right.
Did Christy pick the Colts? I mean, Commanders and
Christy, Commanders or the Panthers?
Oh yeah, I still gotta say somebody, don't I? Even though y'all know who I'm picking. I got Marcus Allen.
Well, that was easy. Yeah, she picked Commanders.
Let's just go Todd Gurley.
Let's
just go Todd Gurley for me.
And fast at Marshall Faulk.
Best running back in Georgia history.
Next game is the Super Bowl rematch.
Excuse me? What you just said?
Huh?
Said Todd Gurley's the best. Hope he said Todd Gurley was the best running back in Georgia history.
Oh, I definitely said that.
It was somebody else. It's somebody else, but he
shot. Mark, I might disagree with you there, bro. It's I mean,
he wasn't better than Herschel Walker.
Herschel Walker was good, but I don't know. I would like to see prime Gurley.
He wasn't better than Herschel.
Oh, there's one you and I disagree on.
All right.
Shit, Herschel ain't better than Nick Chubb.
Herschel was good.
Just trying to stir up hate. Nick's out here trying to stir up hate.
All right, Herschel's not even my top 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Super Bowl rematch. It's the Chiefs.
He'd be the fourth best running back at UFC.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the Niners are -1.5.
Chiefs and the Niners.
The Niners and who?
The Chiefs.
Chiefs. The Super Bowl rematch.
Oh Lord!
Give me McCole Hartman.
Tennessee played for Kansas City. Thank you, everybody. But I want to say we played them dudes on Saturday. I want to say him.
I got Tom McNair.
You got Steve who?
It's Tom McNair.
Oh, Tom McNair. What game are we talking? Oh, Chiefs.
Fat and jump the conversation says Herschel easy. Just stop talking. My next pick will be Priest Holmes. I can't think of no dudes from Tennessee that want to play for the Chiefs. Because like I say, Jawan Jennings is currently playing for the Niners. So
you said Chiefs, okay.
Yeah.
Cody.
Let's see. I'm gonna just go.
John, what did you just say?
Orson Charles.
John,
I can't think of nobody. I'm having a brain cramp. I can't think about any Chiefs who played for Tennessee.
are you serious right now?
Dale Carter.
Dude,
John, who we
I
just
know
talked
somebody-
about at safety?
oh, Eric Berry.
Eric
Yeah,
Berry.
Eric Berry.
He had a for real brain force.
Eric Berry.
Dog.
Eric picked the Chiefs.
Because I'm like, when he said, I'm like, wait, what did he just say? He could think that's crazy.
No, you would think. As much as I talk about that dude, I would never forget. But yeah,
That's why I'm like, it registered late too. I'm like, wait, what is this? What is John talking about?
You forget your quarterback too, Tyler Bray. Don't forget he went to play for the Chiefs too.
He don't count, dog. Man, he don't count, man. He was holding in Alex Smith's clipboard, dog.
He was there twice. I do remember that.
That's funny.
Shut up, Fat. I clearly know Dale Carter went to Tennessee. I had a brain cramp. It happens. All right. Sunday night, it's the Jets versus the Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Give me Lewis sign. I hate that I'm picking this team. I'd never pick this team, but
oh man, who do I want to pick from the Steelers?
Okay, so just fantasy football input here real quick. We don't usually talk about Sunday nights, but keep that in mind that Justin Fields might not play. Russell Wilson is taking all the first team snaps.
Yeah, right.
I saw that.
I believe when I see it.
Wait,
I haven't said. Wait, who did I miss out on?
Did you say? Who'd you say for Chiefs and the Niners?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I said. Wait, did you say? No, we talking about the Steelers right now, ain't we? I heard somebody say Justin Fields.
Yeah, I
Steelers
did.
and Jets. Steelers Jets.
There's two people I can choose from USC. You can get Troy Polamalu.
Well, of course,
Lynn Swan. You heard? Relax, Mark.
I don't know why I can't think of nobody from Tennessee that could play for it. Oh, Cam Sutton.
Steelers.
Cam Sutton.
My guy Brandon Boykin. Played for the Steelers.
Oh.
And then we got two games on Monday night.
Wait, hold on. Oh, Fat said Ronnie. Okay, so I'm not the only one picking the Jets.
He said Fat said Ronnie Lott.
Christy said nobody yet. Okay. She can send you a pick.
Yeah, you got two rights. All right, Monday night, we got Ravens and the Buccaneers.
Give me Roquan Smith.
Well, that's easy. Jamal Lewis. So I said Al Toon. He picked the Jets.
Javarius Allen.
So he picking the Ravens too.
Know what I'm saying?
And then this last
No. We got two more.
Okay.
We got two more. Chrissy got to pick the Jets and the Steelers, and then
Ravens, Buccaneers.
She'll probably end up sending John her picks later.
I'm gonna go Musa Smith for in the Ravens Bucks game.
Ravens.
And then
Nobody else picked anything. Okay.
all right. The last game, this is hate. This game is only on ESPN Plus, and that's the Chargers and the Cardinals.
Stupid is what that is. Dumb shit.
Oh, it's on my
Nope.
They say Cardinals, Chargers.
Yeah.
I don't know who I want to win. I don't know who I can win this game.
I unfortunately have to pick the Chargers in this game. And y'all should already know if I'm picking the Chargers, what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to the great Junior Seau.
Well, my guy Josh Palmer plays for the Chargers. I said Quadra Ismail, so he picked the Ravens last game.
Okay.
George Collins.
He said Bootsy Collins?
George
George
Collins.
Collins.
He said Bootsy.
I was about to have a soundtrack real quick.
I don't know if I want to pick this game.
Are you picking the Chargers?
I'm going.
Yeah, I didn't pick the Chargers. I think because I don't know if Marvin Harris is playing. So
You ain't gonna pick y'all old quarterback? What's the nigga name? Crampton?
Jonathan Crompton. That dude was so trash, man.
Yeah, he was trash. I ain't gonna lie. He was terrible. He was a terrible backup. He was trash.
He was trash in Tennessee, man. That dude was dude. That was the bad years of Tennessee quarterback play, man. He was a quarterback before Tyler Brady, to be honest. So
who you got, John?
Chargers. I sent my man Jonathan Crompton from Tennessee.
Chargers?
Yeah, he was trash, dude.
He said Jonathan from Compton?
No, he wish he was.
Give me Garrison Hurst.
Hey.
Arizona.
Y'all also might be for y'all time Georgia running back.
What?
No, bro. Garrison Hurst was.
Nah, I remember Garrison Hurst. You need to relax.
He kind of ran in mud a little bit, but yeah, he was good. He wasn't super fast, but he was. He
wasn't. Mm-hmm.
He did the job.
He was Najee Harris.
Actually, can I go back to my Pittsburgh pick and say Hines Ward? That's an easy one. Shout out to him playing quarterback too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Those are all the picks. Christy, you guys send me a couple picks up in.
What we doing here?
This show turned freaky quick.
But let's get
back at the Charger. Okay.
Final segment of the show. Often imitated, it's never duplicated. It's my boy Dolly's favorite segment. Shout out to Dolly. Talk too much game. It's when you got people say stupid stuff in the media that they need to be called out for. So we're gonna call them out here. It is time for calling out names. And I got three calling out names. Regular calling out names, I got DeMarcus Cousins. So DeMarcus Cousins was on Michelle Beadle show running back today on FanDuel. And he said the Lakers aren't serious because they aren't serious about competing because they took Bronny with the 55th pick.
Hey, did I send y'all that clip and saw the group chat where Gilbert Arenas asked, what did pick 1 through 15 do, and nobody can give you an answer?
People don't even know who 1 through 15 is.
Is 1 through 15 this year?
Yes.
I don't even know.
In the preseason, he was asking, and they said like the second pick in the draft, whoever that is.
Alex Sarr. He was trash.
Has been crazy bad.
Oh, the dude from France?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trash. He's trash.
Everybody been focusing on Bronny, who was the 55th pick. Anyway, but go ahead.
That's because look, if it wasn't for Bronny is the person that has the spotlight on him in this draft. If there's nobody in this draft that has a spotlight at all, so they have to put you have to put the spotlight on somebody, something to make this whole thing crazy.
You see what Tig said? He said he took his parlay from $75 to $2.
Oh, that hurts.
Was a guy last night that missed out on $36,000 off a $10 parlay because he thought the damn Jets were going to win because he let it ride and was for $123,000. Dumbass. I'd have cashed out right before that game.
I would have too.
He cashed out late. He cashed out late in the game and like salvaged it for like $3K or something off of $10, which is not bad, but
no, he's an idiot.
I took the 36. I'd have took the 36 at the beginning of game time, and no matter what, it didn't matter if I thought the Jets were going to win or not.
Yeah, you up that much? I'm getting fuck that. Give me my money.
I'm taking that 36K and crashing out real quick. I'm gone.
Off of $10 for sure. That's.
I don't care what happens after that. I don't care if I could have won 100,000. Oh well, I got my 36.
Literally 3.6 million times your initial investment. By the way.
Yep.
All right, my next calling out names is for Sean Payton. I'm calling out Sean Payton because I need him to start somehow. Bo Nix keep having these late starts. It seems like he besides the Tampa Bay game, he has not put together 4 quality quarters of football.
Because he's trash.
He's a rookie. But Sean Payton, you the coach. You picked him.
That too, Nick.
Sean Payton, you picked him. But you picked him. Get it together. Get it together. And then my last one was from my man Nico Emiliano, my quarterback from Tennessee. Granted, we got the win over Florida.
That's like a virus the government about to make up.
Granted, we beat Florida at the Gators. But Nico has looked a little.
He looked little?
No, he's relaxed. He's looked a little.
He got Jerry Jones on?
Nah, that's crazy. Since we started conference play, on our 3 conference games, where it was Oklahoma, Arkansas, or even Saturday with Florida, he hasn't put up the numbers that he was doing like when he's playing like these bottom feeders. Like,
well, duh, he playing against better defenses, man.
But it's not even that because he came through in crunch time. So you just gotta keep getting the reps in. We got the big game Saturday. It's Bama. So
wait, y'all won?
Yeah, they won overtime.
Man, John don't call our names. What the hell you call them out for if y'all won?
No, I'm not calling them out because we won.
Because the stats don't look as good against the sorry teams.
But y'all won.
We won. Well, Dylan Sampson has been the best player.
No, I'm not doing that because I'm calling out Georgia defense.
Dylan Sampson has been our best player offensively. He carried us. The run game has been our strong support this year. But Nico, obviously, you seeing he's going through the growing pains right now playing in the SEC. But he'll be all right. We got Bama Saturday.
Good luck.
What's your record?
5-1, 6-1.
Yeah, we're 5-1.
What's your record, Mark?
5-1.
We dropped the 6.
We are 3-3. I wish we had y'all problems. Y'all relax. Y'all need to relax. Y'all are all right.
That's my call names. Go ahead, Mark.
My call name, Aaron Rodgers. Him
what did he do?
Out because he said Mike Williams is the reason why he threw that interception. Because he ran a wrong route. No matter what route he ran, that ball was severely underthrown.
It really was.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
He
threw it like that because he failed.
No, he failed trying to come back to the ball. That was a severely underthrown ball, dog. It don't matter what route he ran. That's on Aaron Rodgers.
I'm blaming Mike Williams because he's trash.
Quit blaming.
I'll blame that field. That field's trash.
I agree. That field is terrible.
I agree. Quit blaming.
It takes careers. It takes careers.
My second call on
like Tennessee's field.
Is the Bills defense. Why in the hell do we give up a Hail Mary at the end of the half? All right, never mind. Nobody want to answer that? Cool.
I don't know how that happened either. That was crazy.
Piece of shit. And then my last call out names, and we won, and I'm happy we won. Carson Beck looked great. 31 points to Mississippi State is atrocious. What the fuck is happening here? What is really happening here? What's going on? Never mind.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all team is too good to allow them to score 31 points. That is crazy. That is crazy.
Hey, when you look at what we did week 1 versus Clemson, and then look at what we did against Mississippi State, that's out of control, dog.
That is yeah, that is crazy. Your ice in the front. I didn't even think about it in that aspect.
Yeah, that was
Go ahead, Nick.
I have Lincoln Riley on calling out names.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Lincoln Riley. To this point, you have sold the USC Trojans a dream. Your everything. See, this is why, me and Mark have said this beforehand. It's not just applying to USC. It applies to all teams who have a certain stature behind their name. Your weaknesses get exposed in these type of situations. Prime example, if you have any type of weakness at coaching and you go to the Lakers, it's going to get exposed extremely bad. If you have any type of weakness in your game and anything ain't play for the Lakers, it's going to get exposed bad. Same thing with the Cowboys. Who else? If you just play for teams that have a certain stature, your weaknesses are definitely magnified. Now,
I'm gonna call no names too. I'll tell y'all after Cody.
Oh yeah. So, with that being said, Lincoln Riley, I don't know what's going on as far as what you're doing with this play calling, because the play calling that you're doing is absolutely ridiculous. Second of all, you took a year too late to prepare yourself to go into this conference that is a physical conference. You should be on year 2 of having this team ready to play in the conference. You should have been preparing last year to play in this conference. And it's pretty obvious that you did not prepare for it. Don't get me wrong. A few of our losses have been close losses. Like Tig said, 3 of our losses were in the fourth quarter, basically, where we could have won. We could easily have 1 loss compared to the 3 we have, but a lot of that is on you. You can say what you want. The defense can only do so much when the offense isn't putting no points on the board. And when you play a team like Penn State, no matter what your score is, we were up 20 to 6 at halftime. Penn State was ranked number 4, number 5 at that time. They're ranked that high for a reason. Don't just think just because you're up, they're going to just give up. They're too well coached. They're too well put together for this to happen. You let up off the gas and look what happened. And Lincoln Riley, you need to get this team more disciplined too. Because if we score that touchdown instead of kicking that field goal to go 24-6 instead of being 20, it might be a whole different story going into halftime. It's little things like that in football. You can't give teams any type of hope. Even if you somehow respond, the hope has already been put into them. That's what happened to us against Michigan. We gave Michigan hope. With that one play, they had hope. And it got them right back into the game. You can't do stuff like that. That's not winning football. And what you're doing right now is showing that all those Oklahoma fans that were talking shit about you when you left, you are proving their point. So you need to get your shit together, player. Because if USC doesn't at least get to a good bowl, you are on the hot seat for sure.
Wow. Okay. I can see that.
Cody, who you got for calling our names?
First one is Jerry Jones.
Oh,
that's not your job. Why you gonna call that? Why you gonna give them radio hosts that shit like that? That old senile bastard needs to just hang him up.
He was talking about big size on the radio.
He said he basically just let the local radio media have it this morning. Basically, told him like it's not your job isn't your job to let me go over all the reasons that I do something. It's not your job. I'll get somebody else to ask these questions. I'm not kidding. So basically, he's telling the guy at the radio station, "Fuck you, I have more power than you. I will get you fired and find somebody else to ask those questions." So, yeah, Jerry Jones, fuck you, my guy. Like I never liked that old senile shit. And then my second one is Vegas as a whole. The fact that they have Oregon and Purdue being a 60.5 point over under, and they don't have Georgia and Texas getting 260 points is insane to me.
Yeah.
They have us getting 56.5, but they have Oregon 27 minus 27.5 in a 60.5 point over under. So what I'm saying is that's insane. Literally, we played We played Bama to 70 points, over 70 points. So
Yep.
there you go. And they have Texas at 3.5 point favorite. So there you go. That's mine. Vegas and Jerry Jones.
Wait, is the 3.5 point favorite
Texas is.
in Texas?
It's in Austin. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that's like a pick'em game there. Honestly. Anyway, go ahead.
That's
me?
it for me.
Me again?
That's it. Would you have somebody else calling on that?
Me.
Oh, why?
I'm picking myself on calling out names. I was one of the Bills fans that was on Brandon Bean head earlier.
You was, man.
I just saw what's going on here. The Jets is paying $11.7 million this year for Devontae Adams. The Bills is paying $880,000 for Amari Cooper. Salute, Brandon Bean. He's still a dickhead.
Brandon Bean's smart, man. He's a smart man.
He is.
And that move made the Raiders like an extra like $20 million for next year too.
Funny part
And
is he did make jokes about multiple wide receivers before the draft. So,
and shout out to Richard Seymour.
You know what I'm saying?
University of Georgia. Also University of Georgia alum. Minority owner of the Raiders. Yeah.
Hey, Mark, I always said that he fucked with the Raiders way more than he did with the Patriots.
Clearly.
True.
I always said it.
He said that. That's it for me.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's calling out names. All right, let me get my words for the Broncos. We're going back to New Orleans Thursday. We're probably not going to have Pat Surtain because of the concussion. So I'm just going to say this: defense.
I wish his ass was out last week.
Step up.
Yeah, his ass out last week.
Pause. Defense got to step up. The defense clearly did not look the same when he went out with that concussion. Our secondary clearly didn't look the same. You better step up. Go
I
get
couldn't
the
say
W.
2 weeks ago.
Go get the W. As we go to Bourbon and let's head out to Bourbon Street after the game. That's all I'm gonna say about the Broncos. Go get this dub. So because we got the Panthers next week, and then November ain't gonna be no easy. Thank y'all again, everybody who's watching. We're watching on Twitter, on Facebook.
Wait, you don't even want to say something to your team, nigga?
Well, because my team is playing. Y'all, I let y'all say y'all team for Friday.
You right,
my team playing Thursday. So that's one reason why I say it now. But Cody,
John, you got to come tomorrow, man. You got to come to the show tomorrow. We're gonna talk specifically about your Broncos. So
I'll definitely be by there. I'll definitely be by there. What up, Bella? Thank you, Sam. Cody, before you go, thank you again. Tell them where they can find you and follow you and what you got going on, brother.
So we will kind of to John's point. We have a show tomorrow night, Wednesdays and Saturdays, but tomorrow night's show is specifically to kind of wrap up the week that we just went through, week 6. Talk a little Millie Maker action, where how guys went. How we went wrong, how we went right, what we called, what we didn't call from Saturday. Answer any questions anybody has leading up to Thursday night's Broncos at Saints, and just chat it out, and so we can be ready for that Thursday night game. So that's really it. And I just dropped our links, are all our socials in the chat. So anybody wants to check those out. So.
Yeah, make sure you go to the link tree, Ballers and Briefs. You can find their YouTube, their Twitter, their Instagram, everywhere. They're on social media. Subscribe, follow. They're doing good content on fantasy sports. If you need some questions about who to start, who not to start, who to play in daily fantasy, these are the guys to go to.
I want to give a shout out. I wanted to give a shout out. Sorry, my bad, real quick. I don't know if he's watching, but Casey was in there strong for us on Saturday night. We were dealing with some troll problems, and Casey was riding high with us. So if he's here, shout out Casey. If not,
my guy KC Sports Show. Shout out to KC. Dodgers, get these dubs. when we come back on Friday, it'll be in the middle of Game 5. So let's get these dubs. Let's try to get at least two of these dubs in.
Man, beat the Mets, man.
I don't think we're gonna sweep, but let's get
two. Sweep. They already won, man. But just
we can't. I don't think we're gonna sweep in New York.
Man.
That's what I'm saying. But let's at least get 2 out of 3. And get ready for the World Series because currently the Yankees are 2 wins away from heading there themselves. Subscribe to Sports4U podcast on YouTube, like us on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Sports4U podcast. You see where you can find Ballers and Briefs, a fantasy sports podcast on YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram, all that, and then link tree right there, so you can subscribe to everything at one time. Follow Cody on Instagram at ColemanBride_69. Relax, Nick. And
yep, he did. That's where Sports4U is located at.
You are. And follow me at John Watson 0984 on X and Instagram. Follow Mark on Instagram at HighMark and HighMark1 on X. Follow Nick on X Instagram at 99Gorilla. No rules tomorrow.
Yes, for sure.
No rules with Mark Ill Will 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern on Instagram Live. Sports4U Wrestling Podcast, myself and Trail, 7:15 tomorrow Pacific. My man Dale from Best in the World, he's going to be on. We're going to talk about AEW Wrestle Dream and all that other stuff. And we'll definitely be back Friday to talk about the ALCS, the NLCS, look ahead to the college football weekend, and recap Thursday Night Football of my Broncos, and look ahead to the rest of the NFL games on Sunday. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. This has been Sports4U. I'm John. That's Mark. Nick Freeze.
What it do?
And we will see y'all on Friday, tomorrow night, or either it's on Sports4U, Wrestling Pod, or at No Rules. Shout out, chill. And shout out to Bella in the building.
What up, Bella?
We'll see y'all when we see y'all. Peace out.
Peace.